Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. TSDNZAUS round 11 this time. P5, amazingly, and my teammate Hamish is P8, although that doesn't stay that way for too long. In the WRX, we were the only two that choose it. We just found it was a lot more stable mid and corner exit. Good brakes and good balance, so we were quite happy with it. And you see we get a good start. Coming off the line, Hamish gets a rocket start. I'm a little bit slower. Move down the right hand side to try and avoid basically most of the pack, and you see Magical Wax close the door on there a little bit, so that was fine. I had to back out of that move, and that cost me a little bit of position. Not too much, not complaining. 7th is still not too bad as I move down the first left-hander. You see I'm able to carry a lot more speed than the other guys, and so I'm able to put it down the inside, place it where I want to, and basically make some places back. You'll see I get into a little bit of trouble with Magical Wax there. He comes across, closes the door on me pretty hard. No harm intended, so that was fine. I didn't mind too much as I line up Ford's ST on the inside. Taking the inside line, I knew I had the brakes and the car was a lot more balanced, so I'd make the corner no problem. It was just the corner exit that I was worried about, as you see the commotion behind me. Fords gets a little bit of a tow, gets a better exit, comes down the inside but thinks better of it. We would have made contact, so I'm glad he bailed on that move. And it's basically now just trying to keep up with Mad for the sprint race. There's no laps to count down, so it was basically a 30-minute sprint. Look after your tyres, look after your placing basically, keep third. I was happy with third at that point. And I was very proud of Nisma's Hamish to take second, because this would have netted us some good points in the championship round. So at this moment everything's going pretty well. As you see, he may run a bit wider than preferred. I dived down the inside, I had a better exit. Now we got a bit confused here, and I think I cost him a place there, because you see Ford's moves in. I dived down the inside. I should have backed off a little bit just to give him some room. He went wide. I thought I'd take the position, but that compromised him. So, you know, my apologies. I did sort of back him into the pack there, and you see Clan Fever come right up onto his bumper, trying to catch us. So I'm basically making a nice gap now, all the while leaving my poor teammate to fight off the rest of the pack. So a little bit of a dick move on my side. I feel a bit bad, but looking back in the mirror, there was nothing I could do, because if I slowed down to try and give him the tow, we'd both be basically in the mid-pack bunch, and you don't want to be there for too long, because that can actually ruin your race. So once I got second, it was more or less uneventful. I hate to say, sorry to say. That's basically where I've stayed, looking after the tires. It was a 30-minute race, so it was basically just manage your strategy, look after the tires, stop for fuel, and then just power on. Towards lap 7 and 8, I was getting understeer through a lot of the corners. The brake in was not very good either. It was understeering a lot under brake in as well. But we expected that. During my testing, you would have seen on the live stream, lap 7, 8 and 9 is when I was getting some understeer because the tires were dying and the car didn't like that. So I was prepared for it. I already told Hamish about it. We knew what to do, so it didn't catch us out. But you'll see towards the end there, the lap times do drop off, do struggle a bit, just with the understeer, and that's the reason why tires were dying and the car didn't like it. So Clan Fever sort of hung around for a little bit, but it never amounted to a challenge, unfortunately. And the Subaru just had him covered basically. So I was very glad with that choice. We made a good solid choice on the cars, and that netted us some good points for the championship. So I'll leave you with the rest of this, just because it's a 30-minute sprint race, and basically I stay second. There's nothing else exciting that happens. So enjoy. Thank you for watching, and if you like the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.